A very good morning to you and welcome to the Power Breakfast News online edition. I am Kirigo Ngarwa. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Keriako Tobiko, has ordered the arrest and prosecution of 13 people implicated in the Anglo leasing scandal. Among those targeted are former and serving prominent politicians. In a statement sent to newsrooms, Tobiko said that 13 individuals will be charged with conspiring to commit an economic crime, acquiring property fraudulently, and engaging in an unplanned project. The suspects will further be charged with abuse of office, failure to comply with procurement laws, disobedience of statutory duty, and breach of trust. The directive comes following an analysis of 3 Anglo leasing files submitted by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission on Friday last week. The High Court will on the 10th of this month rule whether it has the authority to hear an appeal by human rights activist Okia Omtata challenging the Communication Authority of Kenya's decision to switch off 3 leading TV stations over the controversial digital migration. Omtata, who moved to court 2 weeks ago, is accusing the Communications Authority of Kenya of mishandling the digital migration by switching off Citizen TV, NTV and KTN, thus denying Kenyans the right to access information. The case is being heard by Justice Isaac Lenaola.
In the second, whether the plaintiff in the second suit is trying to...
Article 24 lays out the procedure, the thresholds for limiting rights. So before they turn off the analog TVs, where is the law by Parliament allowing them to go and interfere with the Bill of Rights?
In order for this court to respect that constitutional hierarchy of the courts, this matter must be held that this court has no jurisdiction to further go into the matters at hand.
Whether or not the manner in which digital migration has been implemented violates rights of either the viewers or the broadcasters is a live issue, because that was not before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said we're not going to determine those issues. The allocation of frequency is not a matter before us. That is a matter that comes post 29th of September and was never urged or determined by the Supreme Court.
Pumwani Maternity Hospital is now blaming the Nairobi City Mortuary for allegedly swapping the bodies of twin babies delivered at the hospital, but who later died under unclear circumstances. However, DNA results of the 2 bodies failed to match those of the twin babies' parents, causing anxiety over the mysterious deaths, with the mother of the twins alleging that one of her babies was alive after she delivered. Members of the Senate Committee on Health on Monday questioned the nurses who assisted the mother of the deceased babies, Jacinta Wanjiku, deliver over the controversy. The committee promised to make public their findings after concluding investigations.
At the time of birth, and at that critical time we found gaps, but we cannot say those gaps are conclusive to say the children were swapped and there's a possibility that the mother gave birth to a normal baby. We cannot say that yet.
The police officer who allegedly threw his gun at a boda rider in Lamu, causing injuries and the subsequent death of a passenger, has recorded a statement about the incident. Constable Salim Mohammed recorded the statement at the Mpeketoni police station a day after the victim died in a Mombasa hospital. 5 officers who were also on duty on the day the incident happened have been transferred.
According to police sources, on the 17th of January at around 7 p.m. while on patrol with his colleagues, the constable stretched his gun in an attempt to stop the boda rider who was allegedly riding without a headlight. But instead, the gun hit Margaret Jerry, who was a passenger on the motorbike, forcing the 22-year-old to hit the ground with her forehead. Jerry sustained serious injuries and was admitted to various coast hospitals before succumbing to her injuries yesterday. On that fateful night, 9 police officers were patrolling the area. 5 of them have since been transferred for their own safety, as area residents have reportedly been planning revenge attacks. Salim has been transferred to Kizingitini police station.
Sasa ningeomba hiyo serikali inionyeshe huyu mtu ambaye alifanya hiki kitendo. Hata mimi nina jambo la kumwambia, waniruhusu nimwambie, licha yale wanataka kufanya na yeye.
According to Njeri's mother, her daughter was to join the university in April this year after sitting for her KCSE exam in 2013. Michael Njenga for Citizen TV.
Deputy President William Ruto on Monday led Jubilee politicians in campaigns for the coalition candidate for the Kajiado Central parliamentary by-election. It was the third time Ruto was returning to the constituency ahead of the March 16th by-election, signifying the ruling alliance heightened interest in the seats left vacant by the elevation of Joseph Nkaissery to the cabinet. Despite promising to keep off politics as required of public officers, Nkaissery accompanied Ruto to Kajiado and asked residents to support the Jubilee candidate. ODM's candidate Kanchori Memusi also campaigned in the Maili Saba area ahead of the March 16th by-election. Sam Getoko reports.
The Deputy President returned to Kajiado Central constituency seeking to convince voters to support the government by voting for the first JAP candidate, Patrick Tutui. Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Nkaissery would publicly declare his support for Tutui at a rally in Nkatotoik.
Muko na viongozi wengi. Muko na General Nkaissery ni waziri. Mjumbe ndio huyu mnapata. Directors ndio wale mmepata. Machairman ndio wale mmepata. Nyinyi mnataka kuungana na sisi tuende Kenya mbele ama mnataka kwenda kucheza karata ya pata potea kule kwa kitendawili?
Sisi wote tuingie ndani ya serikali. Ama namna gani? Mnajua huyu Tutui akiomba hapa na pale samani, ndio nilikuwa ninamshinda kwa sababu mimi nilikuwa naombewa na mabisho.
It is this sentiment that put Nkaissery at conflict with the requirement that all cabinet secretaries keep political activity at bay despite him being a politician. The rally at Nkatotoik was at one point disrupted by a heavy whirlwind that led to the death of one person while 8 others sustained serious injuries. Meanwhile, Kanchori Memusi of ODM took his vote-hunting mission to Maili Saba area where he called on residents to maintain ODM's grip on the constituency. The Kajiado Central C is seen as a crucial political strength weighing scale for the two coalitions in the larger Masai land politics.
Well, we've come to the end of the Power Breakfast News online edition for this Tuesday morning. Many thanks for joining us. I am Kirigo Ngarwa, and I'll leave you with some beautiful music to soothe your Tuesday morning. Enjoy.